So, welcome to a brand new webisode. I'm driving home. It's 11:30 on Wednesday, and when I get home, I'm going to plug in my mobile unit and actually go back live on the radio station to intro the changeover of power and the start of the 112th Congress. Hopefully I make it in time. I should be there in plenty of time. But I was actually... I've been holding the camera in my hand, trying to figure out what it was I wanted to talk about for today's webisode. And the reason why I was having such a hard time, and when I finally decided what I wanted to talk about, was just to be honest, because I'm in a lot of pain. This hematoma, it's a blood clot, okay, in my abdomen wall. It got, if you don't know, I've been dealing with it since July, and it had been shrinking. The only reason why it hadn't gone away fully was because most of the time people that get these are older people that are on blood thinners. Usually people my age aren't on blood thinners because usually people my age don't have to be on blood thinners. I unfortunately do. But it hadn't gone away fully because it had shrunk to the point where I hadn't really noticed it was there anymore. So I would go out and ride my bike with my boys and play outside of the park and whatnot, and it would kind of keep it alive, if you will, but it wasn't growing enough to where it would really annoy me. Well, over the past couple of weeks, whether it was my Disneyland trip that we took on December 10th, and more specifically when I got the flu and I was coughing a ton and exerting a lot of energy out of my abdomen, it ended up growing bigger than it was back in July, and it's just been causing me just a consistent amount of pain, which is been difficult because it's been putting me in a position where I've had to kind of regulate how I'm treating the pain. I've got the prescription medication, but I don't really want to take those during the show because they make me kind of loopy. I've been able to wrap it, put a bandage around it tight like you would on an ankle, which helps. But then that got all bound up this morning. It was like having a rope wrapped around me, so that didn't feel good. So it's just been this obvious royal pain in my side. And it's turned into one of these situations where it's almost as if I'm looking forward to going on vacation, but I don't know when that is. The next vacation is going to be when I'm not in pain anymore. It's gotten to the point now where, if you're dealing with a constant pain, you end up relishing a time when you didn't have that pain. And so currently I'm like, I know that there's a point sometime in the near future where it won't be there anymore and I won't have this pain in my side, and I'm going to be really, really happy. I don't know when that is going to be, but I know that it will take place at some point in time. Which brings me to Congress today. And I do have a point to all of this. We'll see if I can make this work. Kind of like Congress and the House being taken over by the GOP, so many of us for so long waded through the pain of having the Democrats in charge of Congress that we knew one day it wasn't going to be the case, but we just didn't know when. And then even after November 2nd, we knew a date, but we just had to wait for it to happen. Now here's my point, is that once the pain is gone, my hematoma will still be there. I don't want to make the same mistake I made last time and go out and overdo it just to have it come back because I didn't wait long enough and I wasn't patient long enough for it to go away. The same can be said, and so I'm going to make sure that I do whatever's necessary to make sure that my hematoma is completely gone before I go back to living a normal life. And the same thing needs to be said when it comes to this new Congress that we have and the GOP taking over the House. A lot of hype surrounding it right now today, obviously. And like I'm saying, I'm going home we're going to carry some live coverage. And a lot of hype about what they're going to do and what they're planning on doing. I'm not worried about today. And I'm not worried about tomorrow. I'm worried about later in the year, 6 months down the road. What are they going to be able to accomplish? Are they going to be able to do enough to prove to the American public that we did the right thing in putting the GOP in charge of the House, and maybe we can take back the Senate in 2012. Hopefully put a true conservative in the White House so that we don't make the same mistake again. So there you go. I equated my hematoma to Congress taking over today to a certain extent. It really does hurt. Although talking on the webisode has taken my mind off of the pain in my side right now. So I'm really just rushing home so I can load myself up on the good drugs. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy them. Another one tomorrow. And I will wait patiently for this stupid blood clot to leave me alone. So, all right. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.